Morning everyone. Standing behind me is a culvert like no other. We're in Leicestershire today and what a treat I have for you, but I'll tell you more about it when we get down there. But for now, wow, you're gonna love this one, I promise you. Well worth the trip up here. So stay tuned, I'll see you on the other side. Come on. Hello everybody, so I'm in Whitwick today, which is in Leicestershire, and I've come to this very special culvert because it's dated around the medieval period. But what's really even more incredible about it is that there's a few phases of history that are here, which I'm going to show you when we get in there. But we're on the Grace Dew Brook, which has got loads and loads of culverts, and as you can see it's actually higher than it has been in recent months, because even though we are in summer, we've had a lot of rain recently. So yeah, good job though. However, I've bought my Wellingtons, so I think we're going to be okay. But my god, I am so excited to show you this place. Well worth the drive up here. And what's really eerie about it is that I'm in a graveyard, technically, with the church in the background. So you kind of feel like it's... When you're walking around, you've got these tombstones that are sort of looking at you perilously, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, this is interesting. What I might do is, because it's not that big, I might leave my bag here, so that way I'm not fiddling about too much, because I don't think anybody's going to follow me this way. But absolutely beautiful around here. There's brickwork already, but let's take a look. Come on, because you're going to love this. Right, so here we are, and I've got to show you this because this is incredible. Look at this. This is just incredible bricks. So that, to begin with, is all Victorian. So what you're looking at dates the Victorian era. And then as we come in, you can see this incredible half arch, and then this is what we need to look at. But look at all this to begin with, and it's just magical. I don't know if you can hear me because of how loud it is. Look at this. Now, how amazing. So, what you're looking at now is medieval bricks. Medieval brickwork that is underneath this culvert. And then all the debris is from that. Except for the fact you've got this Victorian arch here that helps reinforce it, going into this medieval. I'm not going to lie, it's soaking wet down here. I'm getting rained on badly. And then what happens is that as you go round, this opens up into Victorian again. How amazing. So you've got this Victorian brickwork, and then you've got this medieval here. Isn't that just the most incredible thing you've ever seen? And what's really crazy about that is that the bricks, the length of the medieval brickwork is the original length of the road, the original road. And then what's happened is, over time, obviously, as this road's become more important, what's happened is that they've stretched it and then extended it with the good old Victorians to extend the culvert, reinforced it more importantly. But how amazing is this? But it's this bit, the fact that you can see this medieval bricks. There's a little bit of a drainage pipe there. But all of this that you're looking at, medieval from what they've said. Again, like, ignore the drain pipe, but look at the bricks. You can see I've left my little bag down there. How amazing. How incredible. And like we said before, when you come down here, when you look closer, it just drops. So it just drops off from the Victorian into the medieval. Brilliant, isn't it? So walk round. And yeah, look at this. Like I said, it's only a tiny culvert, but there are many around here on the Grace Due. And yeah, it's just spectacular. Turn my light off as we come out. And then we end coming out here. And then what's really cool, oh, gold. And then what's really cool is you can see the modern bricks as a reinforcement. So you've got it all. That was a lorry going overhead. Do you hear that noise? Isn't that amazing? So you've got the modern mixed in with the Victorian, mixed in with the medieval. 3 phases. So we'll go through it again. Look at this. The water flowing. Like I said, it's mad at the moment because we've had a lot of rain. So it's not ideal. So I was going to do a few others today, but because the rain is so bad that it's been forcing flooding, some of the others are a little bit too dangerous to sort of go in on a day like this. But isn't this just spectacular as a bit of history? Just this arch here. So like I said, this is the road. This is really going over the road now, but its length is dating with the original length of the old road, and then it's just been extended, the actual culvert itself, into some Victorian and then modern day. And as you can see, we've got our spiders galore. And because of its age, it's obviously leaking quite a lot, especially on my head. That's crazy. I'm literally getting rained on proper bad. Look at that though. I mean, to think that that's been here and it dates the original road and then it just drops down. It's actually very slippery, as you can imagine. That's just spectacular, isn't it? Really brilliant. Just realised I forgot to say, so we're in, above this is North Street, so that's the main road, and at the moment it's very busy because it's very commuter filled at the moment, so I've sort of picked commuter time, which is probably the worst time, a lot of rumbling and everything going on. But again, just to highlight the fact of how incredible the phasing is. So you've got the Victorian, which is at the far end, coming into the medieval, which, like I said, originally dated to the, well, it's been here as long as the road, and obviously the Grace Due Brook as well. And then obviously what they've done is, what I'm assuming they've done, is made this more safer, extended the actual culvert itself put loads of bricks on it. But strangely enough, they've kept the original medieval part, so they've stopped. Isn't that just brilliant? I love history. And it just doesn't get any better than this. When you see these different phases, let me take you out the front again. When you see these different phases of history, you know, it's just mind-blowing, isn't it? Turn around. You see this? This arch here. And it cuts in at a really peculiar angle. And then leads on. So amazing. Let's walk it one more time and then we'll call it. Let's go. Oh dear. There you go. Well, there you go. A medieval culvert, or labelled as one anyway, that's got a bit Victorian thrown into it and a bit of modern under the Leicestershire Brook. Wonderful sound, the water. So anyway, that's what the history's been labelled as. So we're going to go with that. So we'll stick with that, shall we? Like I said, medieval with Victorian thrown in, and obviously modern. So there you go. In the immortal words of Phoenix history, thank you so much for coming along with me. Wasn't that brilliant? Proof that it doesn't have to be the biggest thing in the world ever to have the most important history. Absolutely fantastic. Probably picked the worst time for it in terms of how wet it is, and also the fact of it being commuter time at the moment, so it's very busy up on that road. But the fact that, like I said, the medieval part dissects into that older part of the road, and then obviously as the road's been expanded anyway due to modernisation, that they've had to reinforce that culvert to sort of coincide with it. Brilliant. Well worth the trip up here. So there we go. In the immortal words of Phoenix history, thank you so much for coming along with me. Love to all of you out there. Feel free to spread the word of the channel. I will return and do more culverts about the Leicestershire Brook. They're more modern. This is the oldest one, which is why I wanted to desperately do this one today. Strange it backs off onto a graveyard as well, but this is what exploring's about, isn't it? Take care everybody, and I'll see y'all very soon, because history matters. And well, doesn't it just? Doesn't it just? Kapow.